Welcome to the exercise on callbacks. So I've created a little exercise and it's an exercise in 2 steps. So you can first do step 1 while you've paused the video. Then I will give you the solution to step 1. And then I will give you step 2. And then you can pause the video again and try to do step 2. And then I will give you the solution to step 2 as well. So let's look at the exercise. It's pretty small and simple, I think. So we have a function that is called useCallback. It takes as a parameter a callback and it calls it with 3 words, 3 times with 3 different words. And the first step is to implement the logging of the sentence in print sentence, so it will actually log out the words, and to execute useCallback with print sentence as the parameter. So I would suggest to pause the video now, and I think you can just type this in your own editor, copy this from the video, and then do the solution, and then I'll do a further exercise on it. So see you in a bit. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll now show you my solution. Well, this is not what I wanted to show. Still looks nice. You remember this from the first videos of the week. Let's go to my screen. There we go. Let's see. We want to implement the logging of the sentence inside print sentence. So just do console.log sentence. Okay, that is step 1. And let's execute this now. And we can see that nothing actually happens because we don't call this function yet. So let's call it, use callback. And now we pass print sentence as a parameter to use callback. You can see here already it's complaining callback is not a function because now it gets undefined. See, this one is now undefined. So let's give it print sentence. So now we have given it print sentence and it will call print sentence here, here, and here. So we get as output hack your future. So that's the solution. Now there's one thing that is a bit strange about this whole setup, or well, actually you could use this and it's fine, but the real reason to use callbacks is asynchronicity. So when this does not get called immediately like it is now, now JavaScript calls this function and it goes into this function, it runs this line, and this line after each other, and then it finishes. But actually callbacks are there because we want to be able to delay things, or we want to be able to do things at some point in the future. And that's the second part of this exercise. You can make it so that these lines will be logged out after 1 second for this one, to 1 second, after 2 seconds for this one, and after 3 seconds for this one. One tip, JavaScript normally uses milliseconds instead of seconds, so you have to multiply these by 1000 to give the right value, and yeah, so by 1000. Uses milliseconds, so this would be 3000. Okay, well, now pause the video again and come up with your own solution, and when you're finished, or when you couldn't get it to work, which can also happen, that's fine, but don't forget to mention it in the questions on Sunday. But after you come back, I will show you how I will do it. Okay, let's go. We're going to make this now asynchronous, and we're going to do that using the most simple asynchronous function in JavaScript, which is setTimeout. So we do setTimeout. SetTimeout takes 2 parameters, or it can even take more, but in this case we just do the 2. Takes a handler. A handler is actually a different word for a callback, and a timeout, which is a number in milliseconds. So as the handler, we have to pass it a function. So we give it a function, just a new anonymous function, and inside that anonymous function we call our callback that got passed into the function, got passed into use callback, and we have to call it after 1 second. So now we call it after 1 second, and this is too much. And an interesting thing happens if you look here now at what's output from by Quokka, is it becomes your future hack, because right now these ones are still executed synchronously, while this one is executed asynchronously. So this one is executed after 1 second, and these one are executed just immediately. So that's why hack now comes last. So let's fix that by making these even later. So I'll just copy this to not have to type it again. Let's fix the formatting. This. And we say it's your. We can delete this one, and it needs to go after 2 seconds. So we do like this, and then copy it again. So now it says future hack your. Now we still want to delay future as well. So let's do this. Future 3000. Then remove this one. Let's see. Now we get, well, it prints it in a different location. I don't know why. Here it is. So now we get hack your future again. And it printed hack after 1 second, your after 2, 3, future after 3. But it's a little bit hard to tell because of the way how Quokka works. So let's run this just in the terminal to see what's happening. Let's go. Here we have my terminal. Where is it? There we go. And we can say nodes callback exercise. That's how I've called my file. See hack your future. So if you're good with seconds, then you can notice that it is after 1 second, after 2 seconds, and after 3 seconds. Let's do it one more time. So 1 second, hack, 2 seconds, your 3 seconds future. We can even make it even more clear that how much time is in between them by increasing these numbers. So let's do this one after 3 seconds, this one after 6, and then this one after 9. And you can see. Let's see. This one takes 3 seconds, and then another 3 seconds, and another 3 seconds, and then it's done. Showing this a little bit wrong, but I think you got that. So that's the exercise in callbacks.